everyone, welcome back to my channel. Sorry if the lighting is weird. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this Loomigurumi lollipop I designed. I think it is absolutely so adorable. I mean, I'm scrambling my words, but it is so adorable and I really like it a lot. Sorry, I said I would do my next tutorial as the crochet ice cream, but unfortunately I just don't have the time for that, and this is a small design that I can easily make a tutorial for. Like I said, I'm trying to make at least one tutorial a week because you guys like those. But this is a Loomigurumi lollipop, and yeah, so let's get into what we're going to be needing. Band count and pattern will be in the description. This is a fairly easy pattern, so do not worry if you're a beginner. You're going to need some safety eyes. I'd recommend the smallest size that you have. Right here I only have one, but I do have some more in my closet, so I'm just gonna go grab those when it's time. But I think this is like a 5mm safety eye, and then I also have some mouths cut up, and you can just take a black band and cut them into like 4 pieces. That's what I did, and I just put a little mouth on with some glue. And then for the bow, you're only gonna need 3 bands for the bow, and you can use any color you want for that. For white, you're not going to need too much, so I don't have that much right here, but this is enough for me to do the tutorial. And then I'm just going to be using this pearl neon pink and yellowish, or like a neon orange on the outside. But I really like the color of this, and I feel like, because it's kind of metallic-y, that it kind of gives off the vibe of a lollipop. So that's what I'm trying to do today. But you're only going to need 2 colors, oh actually 3, sorry. 3 colors and not really many bands. This probably takes less than 100 bands, so do not worry. You're going to need a hook. Yes, I'm using a crochet hook. So I recently got some hooks, and I really like the way this feels with the grip. They're very comfortable to hold, and they don't hurt your hand after a while. So there's kind of a difference between the rainbowloom hook and this one. I might go back to using the rainbowloom one, but I'm kind of obsessed with this grip at the moment, and it's very comfortable for me, so this is just what I'm going to be doing. And then you're also going to need a stitch marker, sorry, not safety. You're going to need a stitch marker or an S-clip or C-clip. And yeah, so let's just get started. Alright, so like I said, you're not going to need very much white, so this is probably all the white that you're actually going to be needing. You're probably not going to need any more than that, and this is probably less than 30 bands total, I think. Should be less than 30 bands of white, I hope. But you can also use like glow-in-the-dark white, or you could even use like a tan color if you don't have enough white. So let's get started with the pattern. So for the pattern, for the white part, we're going to start off with a magic ring of 3 stitches. That's 1, back into the center. That's 2, back into the center, and 3. So this might not look like 3, but 1, 2, and the third one always counts, so that's 3. Then we're going to grab our stitch marker and or C-clip. Okay, I'm just going to say stitch marker because it's easier. But then grab your stitch marker and just put it on the stitch on your hook. Then you're going to go into that next stitch and just do single crochet around. So just do single crochet all the way around. Also, these stitches might be pretty tight and kind of hard to get into after a while, so just be patient with this and it will come along. Okay, so once you're ready, just move the stitch marker up to the band around your hook when you finish that row. And now for the next 5 rows, we're just going to continue doing single crochets. So I'm going to meet you back after 5 more rows, and if you're having trouble counting your rows, then I'll just kind of count them with you at the end of the 6 rows of single crochets. So just do 5, but because we just did this 1 row on camera, that'll be 6 single crochet rows in total. So just go ahead and do 5, and I'll be right back when I'm done with those 5 rows. Alright, so I finished 5 more rows. Usually I have a total of 6 rows, so I'm just gonna go ahead and count them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So it should look like this, and you should have a stitch marker around the band around your hook. So for this, it only uses 18 bands for this lollipop stick. So not that much, like I said, makes less than, I forgot how many, but 18 bands. So, or yeah, I think it's 18 or 21. It's either 18 or 21. I did the math in my head, so I'm not very accurate, but I'm trying. But now we're gonna switch on to this color, and yeah. But there will be a band count in the description, so you don't have to worry about whatever I'm saying. If that's confusing. All right, so now for so now we're switching our color. In the description, it'll say switch color to pink, but because I used pink here when I was, oops, the math fell. But when I was making, I used pink. So, but you don't have to use pink. Like I'm using orange right now. So, yeah. So just go into the next stitch, take a band, pull it through everything on your hook, reclaim, and pull the front band over the back band. That is a slip stitch, so that counts as one stitch. And now we're just doing increases all the way around for this row. So that was our first stitch of the row, and now we're gonna go back into that same stitch and do another single crochet. And now we're just gonna do an increase into every other stitch, every stitch, not every other stitch. So just that stitch was a single crochet. Now go into the last stitch of the row and just do another increase, which is 2 single crochets. And I'm very sorry if I'm making this more complicated than it seems. All right. So now that row is over, we're going to skip this stitch right here because that's not actually a stitch. Now we're going to go into the next, they're going to the real stitch, the real first stitch, and we're going to do another row of increase around. Okay, and just do increases into every stitch all the way around. Also, if you are wondering what size hook I'm using, if you want to use crochet hook, I'm using a 2.5mm crochet hook. Alright, so after you're done with the row, move your stitch marker up to the band around your hook. If I'm going too fast for you, pattern's in the description. I think I've already said that like a million times, just reminding you. For the next row, we're going to be doing a single crochet, and then an increase. So 2 single crochets and then an increase. So I'm kind of just going to go around and do this with you. So first single crochet, second single crochet, now an increase, first single crochet, next stitch, second single crochet, and now an increase. Okay, and we're just going to repeat that all the way around. So single crochet, increase, single crochet, last stitch should be an increase. Okay, so now you can move the stitch marker up to the band around your hook, and it should start looking like this. Now we're going to do single crochets around for 1 row. So I'm just going to stay on camera because 1 row is not that much. Sorry, I just got a text from someone. But just do single crochets all the way around. Sorry if I'm not talking. I'm just really like paying attention to what I'm doing, so. All right, so once you finish that row, the next row is going to be a single crochet. It's going to be 3 single crochets and then a decrease. All right, so 3 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, and then a decrease. All right, and you're just going to repeat that all the way around and just keep repeating that pattern. So 3 single crochets and then a decrease. And now you just finish on a single crochet. Okay, move the stitch marker up to the band around your hook. And now we're going to be doing a single crochet decrease around. Once we're done with this row, we are going to stuff. So just do the single crochet and then a decrease all the way around. And then we're going to stuff the lollipop. And for this row, I'm just going to remove the stitch marker. And for the last stitch, we're just going to do a decrease. Okay, so now you can go ahead, add the safety eyes. So I'm going to go ahead, do that real quick. All right, so I put the eyes in. Now I'm just going to go ahead and stuff the body, or the lollipop, and you do not need very much stuffing for this, like probably not even that much. And then just stuff the body. Sorry if there's like a lot of background noise. My door is closed, but it's just kind of loud today. All right. So now we're just going to be doing decreases until it's closed, and then we can tie it off. So just go ahead and do some decreases until it's closed. All right, so I just tied it off and I tucked in the band. Now I'm just going to add a little mouth. So I actually have some pre-made mouths. That's kind of weird sounding, but it's true. So I just made a little mouth. So just go ahead and like either hot glue it on or just take like a glue stick and glue it on. I'm going to do it off camera, and then I'm going to try to show you guys how to make the little bow. It's a little bit kind of confusing to show you, but I will try my best. So I'm going to put the mouth on and I'll be right back. All right, so now we're going to try adding the bow, and I'm trying doing this as best as possible on the computer. So you should have 3 bands of your color choice. So I'm just going to take 2 of them and put them to the side. Then you take one of the bands and you're just going to kind of go through the head where you want to put the bow. So then you're just going to pull that band through and just kind of let it be loose. Kind of looks weird right now, but trust me. Then you're going to take these two bands and kind of smush them down so that they're kind of flat and even. And then just kind of like lay it on top of the head. Here, oh gosh. Alright, so then you're just going to try like doing this with them, kind of smushing them. And then putting them just like that. And kind of keeping them flat and in the same place that you put them down as. And then you take the band like this. And you do a slip knot, and you're going to want to do it really nice and tight. Okay, and that's pretty much it. The last thing that you have to do is just tuck this band in. So just go in with your hook. And just tuck the band in. And just like that. Oops. But that's it for the tutorial. The mouth fell off of this one, so I'll have to fix that. But I hope you enjoyed the tutorial for the lollipop. And yeah, so comment down below what you want to see next, and I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. Oh, remember to subscribe and like the video for more content, and yeah. Bye guys!